The town of Winchester is set to be the largest settlement by land area and population of the three planned cities, and it will also be an economic hub. However, with all of its inhabitants currently residing in a small inn, the building rate needs to pick up as they are getting restless and want to move into their new homes. After completion of the clerics' quarters, an extra land grant was approved by the Winchester Council for a librarian's house and 3 extra townhouses. I'm Beanin, and if you're excited for today's Let's Play, let me know by leaving a like and subscribing if you're new here. Let's hop into Minecraft. And a good welcome back to everybody. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I did, and I hope you guys enjoyed the new intro with a little bit of lore, a little bit of information, and a little bit of direction. I'm trying to shake things up, not too much, and get into practice for 2027. I'll have more announcements on that as the year gets closer. But today, like I said, we're going to build in this area and potentially down here. We'll see how things go. But now that since the last episode, the episode before the last episode, we built this cleric's house, it's only fitting that we have a librarian's house because I want to start getting these villagers moved in to their houses as soon as possible. And the best way to do that is to continue to build. So let's get right into things today. If you guys don't... Wait, hold on. Pause, Beanin, before I forget. If you guys want me to answer a question that you have, remember to leave a quick question down in the comments. You can just say QQ and ask... Oh, gosh, I need to fix that. But you can just say QQ and ask any question that you want. It can be about me. It can be about the game. It could be about YouTube. It could be about anything within reason. But yes, just put a QQ down in the comments and I'll answer it at the end of every video like I do. And yeah, I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing. And if you guys don't know what to comment today but want to leave a comment, you can let me know your favorite flavor of ice cream. That's fine. I think, honestly, my favorite flavor of ice cream is vanilla. And black cherry. I know. I'm weird when it comes to ice cream, but I do love those flavors. So let me know yours in the comments. If you don't know what to comment today, you can always leave a book emoji for the sake of engagement. But now let's actually hop into today's content. So, of course, we're going to start off with some site prep here. Now, as you can see, there's about 1, 2, and maybe 3 tiers in this lot. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to start with this entire block, and I think I'm going to build this out to a degree where I can get some movement going in this block. This is a large block. Ideally, I'd like to bring it out to this side right here, just because this is also where the corner of the road goes. So we will have a lot to work with. Now, how am I going to take care of this lot, you may ask? Well, I'm going to start by leveling this top part out and then terraforming the ground with some of this here. And then bring it down to this level for right here, and then fill in some areas. So we're going to do some digging real quick, and I think I might do this as a time lapse. I'm not too sure, but we'll figure it out. I think we might do it as a time lapse. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this first time lapse of the video where we're going to level this area out and get things all set for building. Hey, hi, being the editor here. We lost the footage for this time lapse, and the person responsible has been sent on a boat directly headed to the Nether. So this will not happen again. Please enjoy the remainder of the programming. Well, that was quick. Now, you may be thinking, Beanin, why did you fill this all in if you're about to build houses? And that is a good question. My logic behind this is that now I know what we have to work with in terms of space and incline. So down here, I'm probably going to do some houses similar to this on this side. And then up here, I think I will use this space as more of like a lawn. So we'll actually have 2 lots here. So this will be one, and then this would be another. I think I'm going to do a road that goes through here, little alleyway, similar to this. And I think for now we'll leave it as path blocks. If we need to, or if we want to, we can make this out of some cobbled deep slate. But the thought here is that I can just go ahead and upgrade it if I ever want to, or I can leave it like this because, again, it's not a main road. It's going to be an access for houses. So like people, it's going to be cul-de-sac. People aren't going to go in here unless they live here. So I'm going to do this one down here. And then I'm going to come up here, and I think I'm going to put this right next to the wall so I can maximize my space on this lot. Now, since this first area is going to be the librarian's house, I think I'm going to maximize the space for it. And by doing that, I can plan all the other buildings around it. So I think what we'll do is start thinking about the floor plan for our build. I know it was very quick to prepare, but I'd like to get a lot of progress in today. So let's see what we can build here. Now, I think I'm just going to use some general blocks to lay out an outline, and then we'll build up. I'm going to be building this on the fly today, so we'll see what we end up coming up with. Let's see, what is a good generic block that I'll probably use a lot of. Okay, we have that. You know, I might do a floor plan, but then I might also, let me put some glass over here. I might also do another stone-esque build. Now, it could be similar to this library. I think that would make the most sense. You know, have this be like a little auxiliary building to our library up here. But it could also be similar to this. Now, this one is a little different because it's more along the theme of this, whereas I think I want to pair this up with a similar vibe. So let's just put our stonecutter here. Let's put our workbench over here, and then we can make some stone bricks and get to laying out the house. Now, this is going to be an interesting house because, again, we don't have the deepest lot, but we do have a very wide lot. And so what we can do with that is make a good, I guess, long house. You know, it almost ranch style, but I think, well, actually, hold on. I can terrace this. Oh, that's a better idea. I think instead of doing this, I'll terrace right here, and that way I can maximize the space both vertically and horizontally. Okay, so new plan. That's what I'm going to do here. Let me grab some dirt and just fill this in real quick, and then we can build a retaining wall that steps it up from here, because I was thinking about building one huge block of buildings down this road, but there is the downside of me needing to build all of those and keep them flowing and keep it all interesting. So I think I'm going to do this approach because that makes the most sense. And then I can, like, this side, it's going to be, well, actually, no, the variety's good. You don't have to do everything for every side. Like, it doesn't all have to be the same. So let's do that. That's going to add a lot more depth into our build and just overall the city, I guess, down the line. Couldn't seem to find my stone for a second, but here it is. Okay, so let's place, oh, this is going to be perfect. Let's place these out here. We're going to stick with our little 3-wide pattern that we've been using. Then from this area, we will just build the librarian's house up on top of this. So this will be a good step. And I'm not going to worry, that's incorrect. I'm not going to worry about this wall over here. I think that if I just build this and then focus only on this section first, then I'll be able to, oh, perfect. But I'll be able to focus on this section next. We're going to have a lot of various work that we need to do, and I don't want to overwhelm myself with a huge project like that. I also saw from Saturday's video that the Neocubist gave me a shout out in his video, recommended me, which is cool. I was like seeing those or when people are like, hey, like Neo-Cubist shouted you out, and I'm always like, oh, that's cool. So if you're watching, hello. Thanks for the shout out. And yeah, so hopefully I think I would like to introduce something new in the next episode. I'm going to try. I'm not really prepared for that, but I'll try something new in the next episode in regards to something extra that I can do to engage with the community watching these videos. Now, I could do the stairs. I mean, the stairs are fancy. They make things look nice. Let's just fill this in and see what happens. So again, this house is going to be very narrow, and we'll probably end up with something similar to this where it butts right up to the edge of this retaining wall, which I'm fine with, but it's a challenge that I have yet to make a plan for. So here we are. We've got this. I'm going to leave these, well, I guess I could do it. I was going to say, I'm going to leave these undecorated, but since we got the blocks, I might as well just go ahead and do the extra step to make it look nice. But then we can also hide some lighting under here with some bushes and similar items once we get to the detailing stage. So that's completed. Now, let me go ahead and start thinking about a plan for a house. In terms of what I want to build, I'm thinking we have maybe an entrance like right here. Okay. And this is going to actually, what if I did this? What if I did this is going to have to be like some sort of townhouse. Again, got to be really thin. Okay, first things first. Let me butt up to this. I want a space for the blocks here. So here's what I'll do. We'll add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the extent of what we'll have to work with in this particular footprint or lot, I guess. And I could always expand out into this area, but I want to add some extra buildings down here. And I figured that since this is the librarian's house, it being thin and narrow could be reminiscent of a book. So let's see what we can do. I'm guessing that maybe I can put... Nope. Maybe I can do some kind of tunnel thing. Oh, hold on. What if I did this? So we have this wall, right? And then we could have a almost like mini courtyard. They do this a lot in Atlanta when they have lots like this. Obviously it's modern, but what if we had like a little courtyard right here, and then like the second floor bridges the gap? So then instead of having this right here, we can have a gap of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is 5 good enough? I think 5 is good enough. And then from here, I can do like a standard just built up house. Let me take these corner blocks off, and let me just do this. Now I should have done cobblestone on this. I think there's a potential for this to blend in with each other. I'm talking about these blocks right here, but in reality, I'm not too worried about that. I'm just more worried, like, it won't be anything huge. So we're going to do this, and then we could have the front door located here. And that way we can put that front door right here. So this is the front door. I know it's not the best house for a villager, but it's going to force us to be creative. And I think that would be a nice thing. So I'm going to build up here And then we'll get this first floor kind of planned out. We're going to do similar to making a sculpture. We're going to try and make sure that we have the big shapes first and then lay out the shapes how we want. And then we'll go from there. Again, this is all like on the fly for me. So just bear with me on some of the decisions here. I know you guys are used to that at this point. So hopefully it's not too much of an issue. And okay, I was using cobblestone. So let's grab these as well. And then let's turn these into stone bricks. And then I was using andesite for the walls. And I'm sure we have a good bit. But for now, let's do this. Okay, we've got this one and this one. We could do 2 more here, but I think I want to leave this. I would like to have more windows on this side. So let's do this, and then we'll let's add 2 here. Because like I said, this will be the side that faces out here. So naturally you'd want to look out more. I don't care. Like you'd want a better view from that side. So let me turn these into stone bricks. Let's build this part up. And then let's move on to the next section of the build, which will be just more general floor plans. And then I'm going to leave this just like so. I think that we can make some space here. And what is this? This is going to be too tall? Yep. So we'll match these. Boom. And then here, I'll give a too tall window as well. Then on this side, let's do the same thing. So I don't really need windows here, and I don't really need windows there. I could do another door here, which that'd be fine because this could be like a little storage room, or this could be where the librarian keeps all of his books. I will put some windows here, and then we'll just build this up to the next story where we can then figure out what we're going to do for the upper story. Now, again, this is going to be a smaller building, but this isn't the only build we're doing today. So don't be worried. We will get plenty of content in for today. Okay. That's looking good. Okay. I probably should have made more stone bricks. Here we go. Thank you. Now, with the question of how am I going to connect these, well, we'll just have a really long second story. So we'll do this. We'll put this here. Go. And then we'll put our windows in. And now we can work with the second story. Now for this, I would like to do one more, because this is going to be our floor block. And I know it's getting dark, just bear with me. But this little area will be the floor level. So we'll put wood in here, and then we'll walk on this level. Now for this, I think I will just do some builds, or position this to where it's built up like this, as opposed to I had no idea what I was gonna say. But you get what I'm trying to do here. And so this is our floor block. We'll need to make a stairwell at some point here. That shouldn't be an issue. Let's go sleep, and then we'll resume with this house. Now, I think for this level, I'm going to just put these stairs in as a preemptive measure to make sure I don't forget anything. And then I'm also going to put slabs down here, because I think that would look better than a full block. Then in this case, what I'll do is maybe put some cobblestone up in these corners so that, you know, it's filled out to a degree. Do I have cobblestone? Ow! That's rude. Why aren't you burning? Why are none of you burning? All right, well, you're gonna die. I understand why you're not burning. Get out of here. Ah, come on. There we go. Now, back to what I was talking about. I'd like this to look a little supported. So here, let's put a full block and then a full block. Then we'll put the cobblestone on the walls and, well, the cobblestone walls in here. And then we'll just put that, put some walls here. There we go. In this case, should I? You know what? I'll do this. Nope, not that. There. So now we get a little bit extra depth with, I don't know, just a cool little design. Now, of course, this is going to be the standard just area. It could be a carriage park or something of the sort. I'm going to do this, though. And I think either like a fence or something here seems appropriate, especially because we'll be putting villagers up here. I think what I want to do, though, is I want to do something somewhat unique. So let me do this and then this, and then we'll just cover this. No, I don't like that. I'm trying to keep the villagers off, but I also don't want to make it look bad. So maybe what if I did this and switched these around? And then we put like a fence of sorts in there. And I think I've got some fence blocks right down here. There we go. I think this will look good. It'll be a nice welcome break in the build. And hopefully the fences attach to this. I'm not too sure. Oh, they do. Perfect. So we'll just leave that so that, you know, nobody goes overboard. And then I think in this case, we could just do a little bit of a flourish right here. And then just add maybe this. Again, I might be over engineering it, and it's something that's not going to be huge in terms of importance. How does that look? It's ornate. That's for sure. What if I just, no, I was going to say, what if I just did, yeah. Yeah, we'll leave that there because that's not the main focus. I don't want to beat myself too bad over that, or beat myself up about that. There we go. Let's throw these in here, and then let's just put my stone in here along with these. Then from here we'll start building out the second story. Let me go get some more. Let me do the flooring first. This one I think we'll just do, there we go. So this is the flooring. Cool. Let's do, I think we can do dark oak. We've used a good bit of our spruce, so that is, oh well, we've got a ton of spruce actually. So let's just use spruce. Don't fix what's not broken, you know. Yeah, so let's put the spruce floors in, and then we'll build up a little further. And I'm going to make sure that this area is well done out, and then that the top is slightly different than this lower portion, because the upstairs is where we can make this look really nice. There we go. Let's go. Well, first, let's do this. Ooh, these are going to be high ceilings. I love that. We could add crown molding. We could. I think I'm going to hold off on that for now. And I'm not going to give the librarian a fireplace because, well, books and fire don't exactly mix. So we're going to avoid the fire hazard. And then we'll just build this out. I think here I can do one of my signature outcrops. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. And by outcrop, I was talking about, or like dormer, or whatever it'd be. I'm not too sure, actually. Oh. Ah. Well, first, let's just do this. Don't worry, I'll fill out the lower portion. I just want to make sure we have a solid ground to stand on. All right, there's that. I know I need to fill this in. I can hear the comments coming. Then from here, yes. Oh, that's perfect. I love it when that happens. That's good. You are going to be stone. And then I'm not sure what's going to be in here. You know what? This could just be a full-on carriage house. Like, I know I was like, oh yeah, this is the carriage house, but like this, we can just make it that. We'll just take this. Do that. And I don't have my stone on me, so let's go grab that real quick. That makes sense for this too. Let me put a torch here and a torch there. I'll put some torches here. Do I want a window here? I could have a window, but I think we'll leave it like that for now. Then up here, let's just place these. Good. Let's give ourselves a staircase. Now, I guess we'll use a stone staircase for now. And we'll just work our way up to the ceiling like so. That way, we're not wasting too many resources. Let me just do that. And then we'll put that down. Good. That's nice. That's nice. So now that this is up here, I have a way to get to the second floor with ease. There's that. Let's begin. Now, the question is, how do I want to make this look unique? I'm already disliking this, so let's just get rid of that. And let's just get rid of that. I mean, look, it's 4 blocks or so. So if a villager gets on top of this, oh, I don't like that this doesn't match up with the wall, but what are you going to do? You know, and it's not going to be visible unless you're standing right here because there's going to be houses. So we'll figure we'll just ignore that. And then here, what I'd like to do is maybe a little just outside piece. Give us a little framed doorway. And then from there, I could just do something like this. Not like that. And then we'll put that there, and then just a little slab right here. And then let me make sure I've got my corners. This can go away since we have a staircase now. This is looking good. Then we'll put cobblestone walls here, and oh, okay, good. I did that side. So that's the footprint that we're working with. Again, you know, the librarian's house isn't going to be as big as the cleric's, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. I need to get grass over here. Hold on. Is this silk touch? Yes, it is. Let me just put that in there. Let's switch that out. Boom. There we go. Right. That's looking okay. Good. Well, in that case, let's go sleep, and then we will pick up in the morning. So for this section, I'd like to do a dormer style. I guess the technical term is jettying, but let's do this. Let's give ourselves a large dormer up here. And then by doing that, we'll give ourselves just some extra floor space right here. And then we can do this. Oh, that needs to be stone. And that. Okay, good. We'll do this. This will be made out of stone versus stone brick, so we get some extra texture. And how's this looking? Did I do this correctly? I want it to be at least symmetric on the house. Okay. And then, okay, that is over a brick. This is over a wall, which means I need to go just over here. Nope, that is probably the wrong way. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I should put the dormer on the other side, like that side. That would probably look a little better. Right, let's try this out. So I want to get this stair right here. And then we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How's that? Because I want this to look like it was a little haphazardly put together. Oh, and then we can do this. Perfect. So I'll put this here. I don't have any more andesite on me at the moment. That's okay. We probably have some down there or somewhere else around here. Oh, I hope I didn't use it all. Okay, so stair, window, window, there. And then here is where I can just do boom, 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 boom. Nope, don't like that. Oh, yep, that's right. It's a 2 wide. Crap. Well, good thing we have this. Boom, and then good. So that is taken care of. That will be a dormer that we've got. Let's pull this out. Okay, and we're going to leave that like so. Cool. Then we'll just build this wall up. Then from there, I think we can give ourselves some more windows. So here, obviously we'll do, I guess we can do like a little reading corner right here because I don't really have all that much. And you know what? Let me do this. Let me switch this out. For that looks a lot better. This is our staircase. It doesn't have to be anything too fancy. So we'll do, oh, perfect. Do some windows there. Maybe window here, or we'll leave it like this. Good. Yeah, I like that a little better. Unfortunately, this will most likely cover our view of this. That's okay, just because we'll add to this. I could do a flat roof on this, so similar to that. I might do that actually, because that would preserve our line of sight out of the library, which I do want to do that. So let's see. Got window there. This is over the main. What's a good term for this. Carriage park, I guess. And then there's these. And I think we'll be able to put some windows here. I'd say that just because I'm not sure what will go right here. Okay, that's looking good. And I think I'm going to do these crenellations as well. With the stone. Yeah, that seems good to me. Let's do this, and then we'll put a wall here. That way we can at least have some kind of continuity. And then... Oh my god, they're back. We'll put a wall here. Now, I don't know how I'm going to break up the inside. My thought was maybe I could just fill. We'll see what ends up happening. But this is kind of the gist of where I'm thinking of. Now, curious to see what this is going to look like. Let me just do that. There. Yeah, I'm curious to see what this will look like. And since... Is this... No, this is silk touch. Since this is... We'll just leave that as is. Why are there so many of you guys around here? Let me put this up here. And then let's go... I might have to check my reserves to see what all we've got. Okay, of course these guys are hanging out around here. Okay, stop that. Let's get some pork chops and I think, yeah, there's like 2 more guys up here. I like that. I like that that is a little off and a little weird. I think that looks good. I could do it on this side as well, but that's okay. We'll let it do its thing. Yeah, that's growing on me. Sometimes it's good to have like a weird shape in a build, so hopefully you pick up some tips from that. All right, let's check my reserves because I am not sure how much andesite I have, but I definitely need more of it. Yeah. Right, let me pause it and then I will get the andesite required for the next portion of this build. Right, I think we've got enough andesite here. I had to go searching in another much like deeper cave because I have depleted all of the nearby andesite veins. So that's fun. Now let's put these windows in here. Let's build this up. And I'm still torn between, do I want to have a pitched roof or do I want to do just a flat roof with turrets? Again, the thing is I want to preserve the sight line, but if this build has already blocked the sight line to a degree where it wouldn't be worth it, then I might do a pitched roof. I think that would help. Let me put, there we go, there's right there. Let me get that back on my hotbar and let's finish these windows here. That, and I'm trying to think of ways that I can make this a nice house even though it's not as big. I think in this case I'm just going to leave this one unfurnished so that we can build the others downstairs, well, down there. I'd like to I'd like to at least get the corner build right there because I think that would be a fun that's a fun opportunity. So we have that completed. Let me go into the library real quick and check what we're dealing with. That way I can determine, you know, if we're going to go pitched or flat. And moment of truth, you still get decent views. However, yeah, we're I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Yeah. So then I guess I'm going to do a pitched roof because there's not really any point of carrying one out. Although I would like to do. That's okay. This is a weird house. It was going to be weird from the start, but again, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this being a weird house. You know, it's a unique build. Let's do these up to the top real quick here. Just put that there. This way we can start with our cobblestone walls. And then we can build our pitched roof up. Because I think the sky bridge would look cool with a pitched roof. That's just my opinion though. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, dummy spider. Okay. So in this case, I'd like to let's just make some more stone bricks. Oh, we had a lot. Okay, cool. And then let's do one more block up because we've already established that this point of view is just kind of more for natural light. You know, I do enjoy having the view of this, but I mean, this is in the name of progress, everybody. So we have to do it, right? Okay, so we've got this set up. Let me place these here and that right there. And then what we're going to do is build this up. Oh, this is going to be a very shallow roof. I mean, again, it's a very unique house. It's a unique floor plan. It's a unique footprint. So we'll just embrace it, you know? We'll commit to it. And I mean, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Hopefully not. Let me get, how much do I need? Let's do 12. Don't know why I picked 12, but it seems like a logical number. And then we'll get up here. Thank you. Place the stairs down here. Oh, yep. Gonna need slabs. Although, no, we'll still need them. Yeah, okay. Those just go up to here. Here, though, I can do this. Then have this turret here. And then I guess I'll need to make some stone brick slabs because I want to build that up for the roof. This is kind of silly. It's a silly little house. There we are. Oh, I did have more. Oh, that's fine. Let's just put this andesite in with everything else so we have a little bit more room in our inventory. Let's turn this into slabs, and I think that's good. So here, we'll place slabs. Now, I did realize that if I want, I might have to go a higher block. But let's see how this turns out. And then if we get close to the hour mark, then I'll just cut or we'll pause the recording. Oh, perfect. I always love when that happens. And then here, same thing. And you know what? I'll keep this for now. I think it would make sense to just do that. Good. We'll place that there. I mean, I could do a flat roof, but no, I want to do copper. I want to match it with this. It's so skinny. It looks like I think this would be something you'd see in the Netherlands. Maybe? I'm not too sure. Now, that looks very interesting. I think I like it just because it's so interesting. I mean, it's the librarian's house, so of course it's going to be tall and thin like a book. Give me that. And then we'll just do these. And I think I will have to go one more block up on the sides, but that should be fine. We'll get the roof done, and then we'll put the glass in, and then we'll light it up, and we'll save the details for the detailing episode. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do just a little bit higher here. There. And then let me fix this side. Nope. Ah, dang it. It's okay. There we go. Boop. And then we'll put this right here. And then get our stairs back up here. Hope we have enough. It looks like we will. Perfect. Nope. There we go. Now let's put the copper stairs in. These, I might need to get more. Not 100% sure, but we'll see. I'm just thinking about that just because, you know, it's a long roof. Now we've got that, so it should go a little faster here. I might just pause the recording here, sir, for the sake of time. And then return when I have this completed. Okay, so I've got the roof finished. Let's put these glass panes in our window slots. And then we can move on to the next part of the video, which is going to be the other townhouses. Again, I'm not going to do much of an interior on today's episode. It's more of getting the structures built and then saving the interiors for the details episodes. As you can tell, you know, I haven't really done much on the interiors here. That's because I'd like to do details when we get to them, because right now I'm probably just going to be like, huh? Although I did do the interiors on a lot of these, but again, we can just save that for the detail episodes. I think I might do maybe the walls on the inside. I don't know. I might just leave it because I want to do that in one go, and it would be easier to do that with just the good grief, splitting it up. So let's just light this area up, and then we'll go on to the next portion of the video, which is the builds down there. So let's just place some of these here, and can actually just do that. And then maybe just a little bit. There we go. And this guy should have a grand old time in terms of where he lives. It's a funny house, I will say that. I think I like how funny it looks. Here, let's see, what was I expecting? I'm not sure what I was expecting, but what I was looking for was, so what was, oh yeah, a door. Duh. I think I have one somewhere around here, but if not, I can just make some. Do. Yeah, we'll just make a dark oak door here. I think I have a spruce for the other ones, but I don't really care. It can be whatever I want it to be. There we go. Now that's the first build done. Let's switch up our things. Let's get all this stuff put back into here. These can be more of just the general building blocks. And then we'll move on to the next segment of the video. So right at about 50 minutes here, which I think that's good. You know, we got the house built. It's definitely unique. And I forgot that little piece. Hold on. But I like it. It's weird. It may not be like the most detailed build, but it does look nice. At least to me. If you don't like it, well, it's my build. And you only have to see it for this episode at extended length. Now, right here, this is the segment that I'm excited about. So I'm going to take a pause here, and then we're going to recoup, get our things ready, and build a nice little corner house and then some extra townhouses right here. Now these, they can be small. I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, that's kind of silly. I like that. It's a funny house. And it does make me think of like a bookshelf. That's cool. But yes, I'm gonna recoup, get my ducks in a row here. Oh God, the corporate speak's coming into me. It's the transformations happening. But I'm gonna get everything lined up. We'll build a nice little house here, and I think I'm going to step it up to this level. So we'll see what we can do with that. But these, I think, are going to be wooden. Yeah, I think these will be wooden for our sake. So I'll pause the video real quick, and then we'll get right to it. Okay, let's figure out how we're going to do this. I think in this case, it's easy because we have enough space here. But the one thing is, I think I want to do what I've been doing with our road here and have a sidewalk on this side. So let me start by doing the sidewalk, or the trim, if you will. It should be right here. There we go. Let me start by doing the trim, and then we'll get the houses built. These are going to be small townhouses like this because it is technically still the middle class of the inner city. So we'll see. Or within the walls, I guess. Oh, I forgot about this. There's a whole hole right in here. And I think this was for diorite. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll just let the houses fill the void. And then I think here I'm just going to build out here. Yeah. And then I think we'll just do that. And then make this this will be our main street going up the hill. I mean, if you couldn't tell, obviously it kind of is the main street, so that's why we're calling it this. Let's build that. Let's go up here. And I'm leaving these parts just because I want those to be slabs. Okay, good. Right? Am I doing that right? I think so. Oh well. Then right here, we'll just continue up. And then I'll just leave this right here. Give us a 1 block offset because I think everything else will just be wood. Or house. Not just wood. Let's do these as slabs. That's the wrong thing. Where is this? Good. Okay. Now that should give us exactly what we're looking for in terms of height and slope. Messed up here. There we go. Yeah, I messed up slightly, so apologies. There. And now we just need these slabs. Then we're all set. Good. Let's just build this down. And now we've got an official sidewalk here. Let's start with this corner house. And I think what I want to do is, let's see, we're going to treat this as the floor, meaning that this will be, let's see. Oh, I've got dirt. Perfect. This will be the window / curve area. So you'll see why I'm doing this in a second. Okay, so right here I'll do a wood beam. There. So now we have that nice little corner area, and we can fill this in with whatever block we wish. I'm thinking probably just a stripped oak log here. And then let me just, oh, yep, didn't want that to happen, but that's okay. There. So that will give us a good level and a good spot to build on. Here, oh look, we have a perfect just inset. Here we'll just do some more of this, and then right here I'll do 1, 2, 3, and then this will be one of the townhouses. Again, these are supposed to be small, so don't get too upset. Good. Good. And I think I'm going to leave some of these vacant because we can do some little dwellings under these, like in the basements. But right now, let's just focus on getting this. I hear you. Sir. Thank you. But let's focus on getting this completed. And so this is going to give us that tight city street feeling. And then, sweet. And yeah, we, again, like I said, we can add little dwellings and shops under here. And I think I want to add some cherries in this next house. So let me, oh my gosh, get out of here. There. So let me do this. We'll do cherry and dark oak because I think that would be a cool color combination. And this one we'll do just a little setback. So right here, I'll do setback here. And then I think, yeah, I want to do a 5 wide house right here. Well, technically 6 wide, but you get the idea. So we'll shave this back right here. Dig into this spot. And that should be good. Yes. Okay, I am liking this direction. Again, I guess the idea of having houses right here is going to be that we can, build some cool little nooks and crannies and small builds down in here. So like here, I could have just a little hut. Well, not a little hut, but a little entrance. I don't know. You'd have a little tavern under here or something like that, or just general storage as well. So let me use cobblestone because these guys, again, they're not too rich, but they're wealthier. So here's this. Let me put that down. And then we'll just do this for now. There you go. Yeah. So now we have some extra little tidbits here. And then we have that. Cool. And hopefully the setback isn't too much. I guess it looks like I did all of these on the same level, but that's okay. Here, let's put... Actually, let's do cherry here. And I have a ton of this, so that's fine by me if we need to get more. Cherry here. Let's sleep because there's a lot of monsters here and I don't want a creeper to come get me. Ah. Good old H2O. Okay, let's strip this. Ooh, that's very vibrant. Love it. Just adds a little bit of color. This is the local eccentric merchant. Maybe this guy could be a dye merchant where he lives. So we've got that house. This next house, I think we'll just go with the standard one foot back here. And then, or not 1 foot, but 1 post here. And then we'll move it over to here. Oh, hello. That's exactly what I didn't want. Nope. Oh, you stinky creeper. Oh, well. Doesn't really matter. This one will be a quick fix. Although I'm mad that I lost some of the logs. There. Okay, we've got that set up. And don't worry, I will light this part up. Nope, nope. Not the blocks I want to use for this. Wanted to use this. And then this will come out on this side. Give us a little more space. And then same here. Boom. And boom. And then here, we'll just do 1 setback. And I think on this one, I'd like to do a split. So what we'll do is we'll have 1, 2, 3. Then dig down to here. Okay, good. Then we'll go up. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3. And then split here. This way we can add a little protruding dormer on the top of the build. And then I think I'll just need some more oak, which I should have a good bit of in some of my other chests. So let me go grab those. Let me finish this part up real quick. And then I'm going to grab some extra wood just to finish out this portion. Here, not too sure what I'm gonna do. I think I might just keep this like so, and then maybe do like a stone. It's something like that, like a stone foundation. I don't know. Again, these are going to be more like storefronts or something along the lines of that. And I get like these are the basements of the houses. Yeah, that's kind of what I envisioned. when building up here. So we're gonna stick with that. But let me go get some more wood, and then we can continue on with this. Right, I've got this extra wood. Let's pull this down here. And again, I'm not sure how I want to handle there. This section, because you could easily have a whole, well, you could, I plan on putting like a whole residence like right in here. And then you'd have just a typical little spot here, and then I can just dig this in. Again, this is temporary. We can do something like this, and then have another door right here. Oh wait, let me do the cobblestone for this floor. Get that door perfect. And I wish, well, let me just grab the grass block here. I know I'm mining it with a pickaxe, but it's because it has silk touch. Let's let grass spread here. Give it some green. And then I would like, yeah, we can do a little window here. Again, using some imagination here for at least this part. I will build out the spaces on the inside at the end of the episode, but I'm more focused on up here. Now this, like I said, you could have like 4 stories before you even get to that upper level. Well, you could have 2 stories, I guess. So let's try that out. And I think in this case, I might try my luck with some cobblestone down here. And I think I might do a stone brick area. So let's see. We'll do how much, where can I put a door? Let's put a door right here. Okay, I'll just do that. Good. Door goes right there. Then that means we could do a beam here and here. And then I think in this case, I'd like to do some stairs. Oh, my crafting table's up there. Dang it. Wait, I probably have more than one in here, right? I do. That's perfect. We'll do some upside down stairs right here. So this will be, nope, our little dormer. Or this would technically be called jettying. I learned that. I don't know where I learned that. I don't remember when I learned it, but it was recent. Boom. And that's looking good here. Now the one downside to having this jetty out here is I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the roof right here. I don't want it to go too high, but I also want, here, we could do that. Yes, I like that. And then I can add, let's see, is it in here? I can add slabs right here. Oh, I like that. Oh, wait, no, I could also do stairs. Hold on. Where are the stairs? I do have enough for stairs. That's perfect. Let's put, I don't have my scaffolding on me. That's all right. Yeah, let's do this. Well, I've got dirt. That's good scaffolding. And then, and we'll just have this go right here. Perfect. And we've got a nice little jetty dormer. Yeah, we can call it that. Some dirt to get up here. Oh, yes, these are going to be stone brick. That's good. This could maybe use. No, that's fine. I kind of like this. I kind of like this look. So we'll do. Nah, I'll just leave them as is for right now. Oh my god. These guys are so annoying. They're always out here. Let me sleep. I know the mobs aren't gonna really be of help, but that's okay. Let me sleep. Let me think about the next steps here. I think I need to just get some stone, and then we'll be good for this build. At least we have a nice tight street for some sword fights with these guys. Get lost, hopefully. Alright, I don't know what's going on here, but you're getting the boot. Come here. There you go. Okay. Come here. Oh, I might die. Let's go up here. Give myself a quick break. And let's get these bozos. Come here. Perfect. Okay, can you... Thank you. That was annoying. Okay, I've got what we need here. Let's put a wall here. Let's do some doors there. I did not get my scaffolding, dang it. It's always, see, the hardest challenge I'm finding on YouTube right now is just with the ADHD. It's like I want to be organized and I want to set these things out, but it is so hard to do that. And sometimes I'm just like, okay, we got this. Maybe I should medicate myself again. That might be useful. Just a low dose. Because I stopped taking it because you can like outgrow it to a degree. But I mean, in my case, you know, not 100% sure on that one. But let's do this. Like, I think you can outgrow it, but I'm not too sure. Actually, let me do block there. Nice. I'm liking how that looks. So you've got a nice, just you walk up and then it's like boom, tight city street. And building these up right here will also serve our purpose of having some nice houses. I do have some space right here. I'm gonna leave it blank just because I'm not sure what all I want to have here. Again, these are going to be not as tall as these, but I would like some variation in height. So they might have some floors on top. These are going to be like split level living situations. Let me finish this spot. So we'll do. Okay, how many is that? Okay, that's fine. Let me put these out and mark them as, well, our doorways. Then here, we'll just dig this. Okay. Good. I'm really happy with how this area is turning out. Let me know if you guys enjoy it, and leave a like if you enjoy these builds versus like something like this. Right. So let's get to building here. I think what I might do for these is just have stone floors, or ooh, no, cobblestone. Yeah, I can do cobblestone floors. That seems fine. And then again, like I said, I'll light these up. Don't worry. But I'm going to leave them open because I'm probably going to put, you know, a dwelling. Like, these are going to have dwellings under them. Or maybe a little storefront, like a little flower shop. We'll put this here. This is going to be the most interesting one of them all in terms of the lower dwelling, because I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to put down there. And again, the height difference will be a little interesting. I think, yeah. Oh, is that 4? That is. Perfect. So we've got that. That's good. Now we can get to the framing and build this out. So let me start with this house, just because I like it. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3. This one will be the shortest of them all. Just A, because it's got pink. Okay, you know what? There. A, because it's got cherry wood, but also I just want the height difference. So we'll do door, window, first floor. There we go. Then put this right there. Drop these. I know it may look weird, but who cares? And then just place some of our cherry blocks. And I do have more at my tree farm, so that's good. Let's just strip all these. Very nice and pink. Like bubblegum pink. You gotta have some variety. I hope I have some more dark oak. Not too sure. I got more cherry. I might have to check. But I also have a lot of dark oak logs stored as well. Let's see. No dark oak, so we'll just have to get more. All right, well that's fine. I can finish this part up and then return with just the last little bits. All right, that's cool. Let's build this out. This one is going to go up one higher. And then we'll also factor in our split here. And yes, I will have these two walls just kind of do their own thing because, I mean, why not, you know? We'll just leave it as so. Okay. Wait. Okay. I'm like, wait, what am I doing here? So we'll place this, that. And again, I think I'll leave... Oh. No oak. Well, that's probably because we ran out. But I think I'll leave this just open for now. Unsure of what we'll put here. And I don't even know if I'm going to end up using that space. We'll have to see how Winchester grows. We've got this one here. Now these ones are just going to be like standard villager houses, not like anything crazy. These houses, like for the trades, I'm going to make sure that they're protected because I want to keep my villagers alive. Yeah, that's the goal of mine. It's usually good when they're alive because then you can trade with them. This one is the stone brick house. Got it. So here we'll just do a wall and then a door right here. And then we'll just do, nope, not that. Boop. We'll have 3 tall windows here. It's Guy got a little lucky with his allocation. Oh, it's too tall. Sorry. And looking good. Here, I'm going to leave this flat. I think one is enough. One jetty on this. I think that'll be more than enough. There's that. It's looking good. Here, I'm going to leave this with no windows on this side just in case. Because, again, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be building on that side. I don't know what's going to be there. So, that's where we're at. How does this feel? Nice and claustrophobic? It's getting there. I think we'll have to do something about right here to really capture the feeling. But that'll all come in good time. Let's light these streets up just a little bit more. I think that would be good. There we go. Yeah. Perfect. Oh, this is looking good. And then, you know what I can do? I know it's not necessary, but just to add to the atmosphere, a little bit of that action. You know, just a nice little cover. It's looking good. Oh yeah, I'm loving this. Oh yes, the glowing emeralds. I like that. I'm going to leave them as ore. I was going to use blocks, but I like that they glow with the shaders that I have. That's good. Let's get to sleep, and then we'll continue building whatever we can finish up before going and getting a restock. Okay, let's plop these blocks here. Good. And then I think I'm going to go level by level. So now that we've got this one completed... Oh, wait. I can make a staircase real quick. But now that we've got that one completed, I'm going to go to this level. And then we'll just work our way up to the roof. So here. Oh, this is a pretty good view right here. Okay. Now here is going to be the interesting area. But I already have an idea of what I want right here. 100% need a dormer or jetty. That would add a lot to this little area. So boom. Perfect. And then we'll leave that for now. I could add, I think I'm going to have a window right here. That'd be nice. And then I want to have this one be as tall as this one. So we can get some good variety. And then I do have dirt, so that's good. Let me just place these down. And this will act as just a general support right now. That's good. That's good. I think since these are generic villager houses, I think the only one that's going to be 2 stories is that one down there. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But we'll see what we can muster up. Boom. Good. And then we'll get rid of this. And then I should just have like a little bit of cobblestone. No. Huh. This is the first time I've not had cobblestone near me in a minute. Yeah. Huh. Well, I should have some in my chest down here. Wow, still not too much cobblestone around here. I've got some slabs and some stairs, but that's about it. There we go. This one, I believe, is going to be stripped oak. So we'll just make sure that all of these are correctly stripped. I'm hoping. It's like it. Let me fill in this wall. I know it seems kind of redundant to have the double layered walls, but who cares? We've got plenty of wood. Boom. And then this can be a nice little window. Okay. Not what I was expecting, but sure. And then here, let's see what we can figure out for this. Nope. This will be our door area. Cobblestone here. And then what's it look like here? Oh, perfect. Nice. We got 5 here, so just put some windows. And again, struggling with the cobblestone. I can put the glass in right now for these levels. Oh, I thought I had more glass blocks. Oh, that's okay. I know I have some more down, like in my house I'm staying at. Nope. Glass pane. We'll just put these here. Give the villagers plenty of light. Just because they don't have much money doesn't mean they can't have. Oh. The rest of that still needs to be built. But just because they don't have much money doesn't mean they can't have a nice little house to live in. There's that. Looking good, looking good. And then I'm going to put glass in these lower areas. I mean, it won't really do anything because, I mean, that. But it's worth putting down there. Yeah, because now it's like, okay, it's ready for us to build. I like this. I like it a lot. It's looking good. There's a few spots up here that I want to grab. Let me grab the glass. I know I was supposed to do that. There you are. That'll be plenty. And yeah, I think it might be time for a just restock of materials. And you know what? I realized that doing that doesn't really help me. And yep, they're going to have a large window here. And then let me fill in this spot down here, and then I can do a re-up on the resources. Boom, 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 boom. Perfect. That's nice. I like that. Like that a lot. And you know, this one I think I'm going to do standard like roof. So like by that I mean like this, but just on this side. So we'll have some granite. Nope. And then like a granite block. And you get where I'm going with this. Boom. Yep. And then these two I've decided will have like a second story. So we'll have 2 with second stories up here. This is just going to look insanely tall because there's already 2 stories below it. But I mean, it's kind of cool if you think about it. Just getting really creative with these spaces and the townhouses. These townhouses honestly have been fun to build. Look at that. I like that. Let's put some of this stuff away. And then once it gets up to this point, or once I get everything sorted, then we can just do the re-up on supplies. And I think we'll be able to call it a day from there. We're getting close to time. Yeah. Oh, I do have more wood. Perfect. We're getting close to time, but it's, nothing, not the end of the world if I go a little over. And let's just throw the extra stuff here. And let's just continue to throw dirt into this chest. There we go. It's looking good. Everything here is looking good so far. I mean, these aren't finished, but they will look good. So, right, before I return, I'm going to need granite. I'm going to need cobblestone. I'm going to need a lot of granite. Cobblestone. I'm going to need dark oak wood. I'm going to need... I think we're good there. I think that's good. Yeah. Yeah, we'll call it that. And then here I think I'm going to do... no. I was going to say, I think I'm going to do a full, like, meat out there, but that will be fine. I think I'll just do like just wood up there or something. I'm not too sure. I do like this though. I like the shape of this. This is turning into a really good little street. All right, now I'm going to go do the re-up. And just like that, we have a whole batch of new resources. There's like a zombie somewhere down here. Just hanging out in here. No. Okay. Not sure where he's hanging out, but it's all right. Oh, he's like right above me. You're in there somewhere, aren't you? You hanging out in there? Probably is. Anyway. Oh, no, he is. Ah, hello. Yeah, not surprised that they decided to spawn up in here. But we'll just put that there for now. Back to what I was saying. We've got our resources here. We've got some extra goods. So let's finish up this portion. Boom. Good. Let's wait to do the roofs. Oh, and then we've got two right here. Boop, boop. It's all good. And then I think all I have to do here is just finish this out. Good. And then I have plenty of cherry, so let's just make this a very pink house. And this can be like a loft, I guess. And we can have our windows here. Again, they're going to be small, but that's okay. Uh-oh. Need to figure out how I'm going to do this. Okay. Well, scaffolding, that's how. Nice. All right, so let's go strip these, and then we can work on the second story of everything. And this will just be kind of our own little area. Let me do like half of these as logs. And I could do a loft. We'll see how it turns out. Again, we'll just wait for the detailing episode that is coming up in a few episodes, actually. What are we on? Yeah, almost episode 40. Let's see. Let's turn these into oak planks. Unfortunately, I will not be making a ceiling out of stone in this build, or this house. Okay, let's put some torches up so we can see. good. This will have a staircase. And then here we'll have just general flooring. Oops, 10:14. Guess my sleep focus turns on at that point. And I always get a buzz from my watch. Then I know that's how I know what time it is without looking. Okay, we've got that set up. Let's do torches here. Good. And then I guess I'll do glass for any areas that don't have it. Then, boop, there we go. So you've got glass. You need glass. And you should actually be good. Okay, yes, you're good. Now, let's take a sleep, and then we'll continue with this last stretch of the video and finish up these 2 upstairs sections. I'm really surprised at how much we've got done this episode. I really like it. I think it's good. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Right, so let's tackle the stairs first. And let's get those installed. I'll just do this real quick. Looks good. Right here, we'll just boom, 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 boom. Oh, no, not like that. There we go. Let's get... No. Let's get this taken care of. Good. And see, now we have an extra little space for the landing, which is nice. Here, I think I'm just going to put standard just stuff. Let's see. In this case, let's do another spot right here of logs up to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's the right amount. Should be. The stair, window, window, stair. Perfect. And yeah, I'm sticking with the doubles up here so that I don't have to use my special ability of getting up. Then we'll just do this. Now this is going to be not, no, actually it should be fine. I was going to say this is going to be a weird roof, but we'll just treat it like any other roof that we've done. So here's this. This roof is getting pretty tall, but I mean that's kind of what I want. As long as I don't go over that one, I'll be happy. I don't have any dirt left, so let's just put down our scaffolding. Oh wait, I can use scaffolding here. Nope, not that. Good. Now I'm not sure if I want to do glass here again. I think I'm just gonna leave it as wood. But I could do, I don't know, that's a really good view though. Maybe I might do that as glass. I might, yeah, probably gonna do this as glass. Just because, look at the view. Then here we'll place this. And this will go here. And you know what? We'll do a 2-wide bed. There. And you know what? We can get modern with it. Put a glass pane down. I know, well, actually I have fences, so I'll just use fences. I won't go too crazy. That would have, I mean, not that it would have made a huge difference, but that probably would have bothered me. There we go. It's looking good. Let's put our stairs down here. And then let's get our glass going. Good. And then going to turn this into some more oak wood planks and then put a ceiling on this house. And boom. This one is almost done aside from the gaping hole over here. But that's okay because we've got tons of sand. So we can make ourselves some glass here. I'm going to just do this. That should be good. Let's get our fences. I think I want to use... Oh, I do have glass. That's perfect. I think I want to use dark oak fences to just differentiate here. So... yeah. Boom, 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 boom. It's looking great. And all three of these builds will have... oh, what's it called? Granite roofs. Yeah, I like that. It's... you know, it's like... it's like... you wouldn't see that in a medieval setting, but since it's like fantasy, who cares? Ugh, I'm going crazy with these misclicks. Okay, there's our dark oak stairs. So we'll do this and then we'll move to this one. It's looking good. And then over here, it's just kind of like, eh. Not too much going on this side, but that's okay. They probably aren't the best builds, you know, but they are supposed to be homey and just plain. That's what I like about these. Let's just do torches there. I can put 2 torches there for now. This one is complete on this level. Let's go over to this one and do the same thing in here. Now, on this side, I think I want to put my stairs right here. You know, a little stairway action right when you enter. Now, the one downside is I don't know if I'll have enough space. But we'll be fine. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. No. Ah. Dang it. It's always going to do that too. Okay, well, we'll just do this. That's fine. Fine, we're fine. Again, it's a villager house. Not the end of the world. And don't have any stone brick on me, but that's okay. And here, we're just going to do 4 tall because this house is already extremely tall. So this is what we'll do. Plus, that'll give us some extra viewing capacity from behind it. And since that one's already tall, we'll have 3 different heights, and that should break up, you know, this whole area, which I think is great. And since I want to leave time for the roof, I think I'm going to just fill this area in and get the ceiling built in, get everything sorted so that I can focus the last 15 to 20 minutes on the roof of these houses. So once I finish this, I will see you once these are all filled out. All right, let's get to roofing this house. I think we're going to start with the pink house because That's going to be the easiest roof, and then we'll move on from there. So what I was talking about earlier, we're just going to do a standard townhouse roof that looks like this and just goes up into the center point. Now, I don't know the exact name for this type of roof, but it's very, very simple. It's, yeah, I don't know the name. I'm trying to describe it, but I'm not doing too good of a job. Let's see, you go up like this, and then at some point you plateau into like almost a barrel vaulted. It's like very French, if like in terms of just design. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And let me throw some torches in here because there are going to be mobs. So we'll do this, and then here we'll just put a vault like this, and hopefully that's good enough, because I also want these roofs to be okay. Yeah. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to take this out because we're going to need just a standard roof here. Nothing too crazy, just want to go boop, boop, and then this one will just be, like I said, standard. So the pitch will be 1-to-1 for rise over run. If I can place a dang block. And I know it kind of breaks the theme, but we do have like roofs like that. We've got that one over there. More shapes in the area, the better. At least that's how I'm kind of viewing this. So here's the roof on this end. There's that, and then I'll just bridge up here. We can get to the center, not like that. Give me that. Let's get to the center, as I was saying. There we go. Good. And then I'm going to leave these inner parts to fill out at the very end because honestly, it's easier that way, at least to me. That's how I see it. I know I'll have to do scaffolding, but it's nice because you can just worry about the shape. There we go. Now let's just place all of these here. And again, I know I said like I wanted to preserve views at the beginning, but I also want this place to look, you know, just crowded. Like it's a good way to make it look populated and busy and dense, and that's kind of what I'm going for here. And then that's going to be the last roof that we do, and I think we're just going to do a standard one like that. So, well, not standard, but you know, my standard. And I'll have to do some resource collecting at some point. Gotta make sure my stores are up. Boom. There we go. Now on this side, it'll pretty much be the same, but the roof will be slightly different because we have that weird little area. So what I'm going to do is just build the shapes as if I wasn't dealing with a random roof. And let's see. Can I do this? Yes, I can. And then we'll treat this as a separate dormer. Boom. And then, well, I can do this. That. Good. And then here, we'll do the same thing. Nope, not like that. And that is a long fall down. Good. And then let's just put these. You know what? I'm going to listen to some of the music. I like these ones. Oh yeah, and then right here I gotta do this. Oh, that's surprising. Did not expect to run out that fast. Dude, just a little bit more. That is a goofy little house. Maybe we don't need that dormer right there. Nope. There. Yeah, let's remove this dormer. Just unnecessary. Then, there we go. That shouldn't be too hard. I hope I don't need more granite. That'd be kind of annoying. But we're doing okay so far. So hopefully everything goes well. Good. Placing this here. And I'm praying that we have just enough stairs. It'll be a close one. But I don't think I grabbed the entire thing of granite. I might have. Ah, we're so close. All right, well, let's do this. This one will not have the flourishes on the end. Just because, you know, gotta keep it interesting, I guess. There. Definitely not me being just cheap. Oh my gosh, my tailbone. Right. And then down here we go. Let's see. Did I grab the last bit? Oh, skeleton. I hear you. Don't you shoot me. Ah, that's all the granite. Dang. Okay. I might have some nearby, but I also got a few more blocks. Yeah. We'll see. Gosh, these buildings are so tall. I love it. Of course. Let's see what we got and if we can do it. Oh, I think. Oh, perfect. That is beautiful. And you know what? I will do these. We only need one. Boom. Oh, and then I can get this last one. And then we'll be good. Excellent, excellent. Boom. There we go. That is the roofs. Now we just need to get these last little bits right in here, and I think we can call it a day, and it's kind of perfect timing. So let's do that. Let's go right here. Oh, perfect. Let's put some oak up here and also some torches, so we don't have any unwanted guests. Beautiful. And then, yeah, sure. Perfect. So that's that roof, and then we just got to get this one, and everything will be done. Hooray! Not detailed, but done. All right, let's see. I need some cobblestone. Not cobblestone, stone brick. There you are. That should be enough. I did. Then leave an exit for me up here. Oh, yep, gotta do torches. There we go. Boom. Now, I'm going to leave the doors off of here just because it doesn't really matter to me. But there we go. That is the houses. They're all built up. Hey, Mr. Skeleton, I see you. And now we can do the quick question of the day. Oh, our sad little view. Oh, that's the downside of growing into a large city. But this whole view is now just a roof. That's okay. Really, we can just walk around and take a look at everything. So today's quick question comes from... Oh, what? We're getting up there, dang. Bolognese, and they ask, why did you decide to stop adding face cam in your videos? Just now watching your older ones, and most have you on it. And the main reason that I stopped face cam videos, or just face cam on my videos, is because I moved. And so where I had a really good lighting setup, this new office isn't really... I've got a window right behind me. So in that case, the lighting would be a little off, and then also I just stopped adding face cam because I moved. that's really it, and I just kept it off for a while, and I'm probably going to keep it off unless I do any special occasion streams until I get into a new space, because at this point it's like we have to move, like, you know, we're moving around because we're renting a lot. I'm trying to save up to buy a house. And so I figured that, once I can buy, like once we buy a house, and then, you know, I actually own it and can spend time in it and don't have to worry about moving every other year, then I'd probably bring it back once I make the space my own. But I am planning on doing some special videos and some special live streams in 2027 that I'll probably put the face cam on for. I'll just do it at night or something so that the sun doesn't like blare through, or I'll get like a green screen thing. But I need some light bars and some extra stuff before putting the camera back on. That's really about it. It's just as simple as that. Other than that, there's no other reason that I don't have it. I'm not trying to hide from y'all. I remember a while back when the videos first started blowing up, some people like reached out. They're like, "Hey, if you want to be anonymous, you gotta like do this, that, and that." And I'm like, "I'm not anonymous. I've had face cam on the old videos. Like, I don't care." I don't care if my information already isn't out on some random data broker site. At this point, like, it's out there. So like, yeah. And it's not even that, like, it's not that I want to hide from y'all or anything. It's literally just that I need to set it back up. So moral of the story, doesn't matter what you do, your data is probably on a data broker site somewhere. Outside of that, whatever. Like, at this point, yeah, I'll definitely bring it back for some things in 2027, and then once I get a more stable kind of studio setting in a house that I ideally own, then we'll do the face cams and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I am behind on comments, so I'm going to start responding to those when I can. It's hard to do, but I enjoy doing it. So don't be discouraged if I'm late to responding on a comment or anything that you leave. I do enjoy reading them, and I thank y'all so much for leaving them, interacting with the video, enjoying just like, I love seeing, like, your thoughts, like, just funny. That's not right. Just funny like ideas and stuff. Like, keep leaving them. I do read them. I enjoy the conversations. I enjoy, half of all of the stuff that you guys have told me and taught me has made me, a really good player so far. So that's all. I'm glad you guys enjoyed. If you did, if you didn't, well, I guess hopefully you find a creator for you. But until next time, I'm Beanin, and let's roll the credits. Thank you all for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the video and continue to enjoy the content. Leave a like, a comment, or subscribe if you made it this far, and consider hyping the video if you think more people should know about this channel. A special thank you to our members. If you are a member, you'll receive early access to the videos, a shout out at the end of every video, custom stickers next to your name, and custom emojis, plus members-only Discord channels, and more as the channel scales up. Memberships are not expected but highly appreciated, and I appreciate all of my channel viewers, regardless of how they choose to consume my videos. This has been Let's Play Minecraft. I'm Beanin. Peace.